between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red.
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This dog crowd is off the leash and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to throw it. He's got it still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hit it to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's McGowan. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Turning on the Jets. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Makes the grab. It's Belt. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly.
Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Ellis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wide open on the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McGowan. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Unleashes one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's McGowan. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's McGowan.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners...
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, looking for a man. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession. Because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their minds, but they have to believe.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that.
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Grabbed behind the line. It's Law. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Scrambling away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, often
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give on the inside. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Yeah, I like that. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be no, you...
Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 11 over Boise State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs through a tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. A high kick trying to pen them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. after swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore.
The return is brought down.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Allen. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. He'll try to pop the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Allen. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Hester. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Let's go! Let's go! The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Makes the grab inside the 30.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Hester. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. With the catch, it's Bell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. The lone back's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.